Right now I'm here on behalf of this project called Blue Science. It's a production of Project Camelot. My own background is in math and physics. The name's Matt Pulver, by the way. I studied math and physics at UCLA. Generally, I guess, motivated by philosophy, just wanting to understand the fundamental nature of the universe. My particular angle in this is the new physics. I mean, I didn't go to graduate school. I took a number of graduate courses, but to me, this is the graduate school now. I want to find what is the new physics. I'm not beholden to the current laws of physics, even though I understand it and I can speak that language. So insofar as these technologies are concerned, I'm searching for the new physics, and I do believe it's out there.
The problem is that what people have a difficult time grasping is they're used to the normal technologies, which are really what we call random technology, because if you look at it at the quantum level, there's random energy is at work there, whereas the SEG is coherent.
My understanding is that, and correct me if I'm wrong, that a working SEG, it essentially cools its environment, and there's no net heat. There's actually a net cooling on the system. So,
well, the heat is the source of energy.
Okay.
That's why there's a cooling. So think of heat as a frequency. It has its spectrum. Okay. And here's the SEG. Its own operating frequency. Specifically, we're interested in this area where the rollers experience the currents. So we're going to be. This is actually the section of area of interest. The SEG theory of operation is that currents radiate out, and the energy cycle is such that the photonic electrons eventually return back to the center. There's an energy cycle involved. It is not a closed system. So we're going to go ahead and put some current through this coil or this wire, and show you why the rollers will move. And it sure does.
So what happened here, you had direct current going through here, and it was the magnetic field from these
and the field interaction right here,
okay,
where the rollers will experience those currents, cause electromotive forces to move the whole assembly.
What's the exact source of the magnetic field? Is it in these rollers, or is it?
It's in this permanent magnetic material right here.
Okay. So this would conceivably work if you took everything off here except for this ring right here. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that we're interested in that section of area right here where the rollers are, and now we know that the rollers will rotate because the sign is valid. There is an eddy current interaction between the rollers and the surface. I've isolated that part of it with this demonstration line. Not only do the rollers float around, but they're also rotating. So here's another roller that's been modified. You can see, without touching the surface, it rotates. You can feel it yourself. So we see the connection between the magnetization and the physical manifestation of the rollers.
I'm sure that it's almost like there's magnetic gears. Is that a fair analogy?
You're taking a step further, yes. There is a magnetic gear effect both on the stator and the rotors, which we call rollers.
So what about the Hall effect? That's the idea of this buildup of voltage. I don't know if you're going to talk about that.
There is a Hall effect. The magnetic flux is here along the surfaces of the material boundaries or layers, and the electric is this way. That's correct for a Hall effect.
The Hall effect occurs within the cylinders, right, as opposed to the main cylinder?
In here, as well as in the stator as well as the rollers. It's just that most of the electrical currents are from the stator itself.
So So that's, I mean, how critical is that? I mean, that's definitely one of the links in the chain for this to work, right?
Absolutely.
Is it fair to say that the combined Hall effect of all the three rings plus all the rotors effectively replaces the power input that you're using here?
Yes.
I think this is something that could be explained. We don't necessarily need Laviolette's physics to explain this. There may even be new physics. There's some kind of a toroidal field that's common to most, if not all of these devices. And this seems like it might, and I'm just speculating here, that this might be some kind of ordering principle. And I could hear from my academic background, like who cares about this person's speculations on these things? There seems to be this trail of clues that Searl has left behind, and as you've shared with me, they seem to have been borne out. So he's not making this story up. I mean, so I'm coming from the direction of, is this possible? Yes. How does this work? Well, that's what I'm looking for.